Welcome. Well, you're at home with Jim and Joy, and you are an important part of our EWTN family. And we're so delighted to be a part of the EWTN family, and we're delighted that you have welcomed us into your home. Now, we want to hear from you, so send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@ewtn.com. And today we're going to have a lovely show with Michelle Nash, who is the president of the Catholic Women of the Chapel at the Redstone Arsenal right here in Huntsville, Alabama. You can go to facebook.com/Redstone Arsenal Catholics. And so she's going to talk about this beautiful organization that really ministers to women who are in the military, whose spouses, right?
Active duty,
right,
or they're spouses of men in the military.
And the great sacrifice that they make, and how to keep their faith alive. Amen. So we're excited about that. She's going to have a great show with us.
Joy, we had a beautiful meal on Sunday that she made, and I wanted to show the picture of it. I took a picture of the table right before you served
so
it.
Cute.
So we didn't show it on Monday, so I wanted to show it today. We have such beautiful meals on Sunday. We had Rebecca and Nathan's family over with the 8 children. And so what did you make that day?
I made a good Italian sauce. And there was a day in my life I could cook on the same day and have people over and do all that. I can't do that anymore. Now I have to cook like the day before and get it all ready. And so we made a great red sauce.
Sauce is the key. You got to have a good red sauce.
rolled the meatballs.
I did about
you
30
said, hey,
meatballs,
how can I help? And I said, well, why don't you roll those meatballs together? So we had all the ingredients in there. You did the meatballs and good Italian sausage, great rigatoni. It was just a lovely meal. And I love cooking for I love cooking for any of my children and grandchildren, but especially the Wrights, because they can put food away. And I like cooking for people who like to eat. It's no fun cooking for people who don't like to eat. So it was fun.
What do we have for dessert?
Pies. I don't bake. And I didn't want my daughter Rebecca of 8 to do anything, so we just went to the store and we got some pies. And they were delicious pies. It was a coconut pie and some chocolate swirly, lovely pie. It was great. But the deal was right before the meal. Now, Rebecca has 8 kids, and they just came from Mass, and Josiah came in, and he's just going through a little difficult time right now. And so
how old is he?
He's 2, he'll be 3 in November. So for whatever reason, he's been vomiting. And so right before the meal, everyone comes ushered in, and Josiah just projectile vomits, like on the floor, all over the place. You have this fabulous meal, everything.
The men cleaned it up,
The
too.
men, you were on your hands and knees, and Rebecca's husband. I mean, what are you going to do? And we're family. It happens in family.
So right before the prayer, I thanked everybody for being there except him.
Right.
The kids got it.
It was so cute. And they'll find out what's going on with beautiful Josiah.
The best laid plans of mice and men, so you can lay it all out. It doesn't always turn out the way.
It's life. It happens.
Chapel at Redstone Arsenal. Go to facebook.com/Redstone Arsenal Catholics. How we need to appreciate our people in the military and their families. We'll be right back. Plenty more to come. Don't go away.
Well, you're at home with Jim and Joy, and today our beautiful guest is Michelle Nash. Now, she is president of the Catholic Women of the Chapel at the Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, Alabama. You can go and get in touch with them, facebook.com/Redstone Arsenal Catholics, because people in the military are of faith when they join up, and they need ways to plug in so that they continue on their faith journey. And you have a beautiful ministry. But first, I want you to tell our family at home a little bit about beautiful Michelle, where you were born, and your husband and your whirlwind of a life.
Okay, well, I'm going to condense it very short. I was born in Burlingame, California, not growing up in a military family, having military relatives. My grandfather was a World War vet, my uncles and several other great uncles served, but I was not familiar with the military life, and met my husband in El Paso, Texas, because that's where I spent probably 17 years of my life. And my husband was stationed at Fort Bliss, and he and I met there, and we got engaged, and then we got married in Kentucky. Oh, so I can already see where my life was kind of going with him. We got married in Kentucky, and the minute I said yes, which was not a reluctant yes, but one that I really did pray about, because my husband was very honest right off the bat and said, I'm asking for you to give up a lot of who you are, because I'm being very selfish. As a military soldier, I need you to not be about you as much anymore, but it's got to be about me and the country. And at first I didn't know how to take that, because he didn't know if I could really live that life. Right. But a fiat is a fiat. And every time I ever had that question of where things were going, I went to that fiat, and so it served me well. But moving in that direction, we have 4 beautiful kids, 4 young adults, and now I'm a Blue Star mom, meaning not just a military spouse, but my son is currently in Iraq, due home on October 8th, God willing, and keeps us on our knees a lot.
Yes.
Thank you for your generations of service to our nation.
It's a
generation
privilege.
to generation. Well, we are so blessed, and it's one of the key reasons why we wanted to have you on and to learn more about, is it CWOC?
Yes, Catholic Women of the Chapel. So Catholic Women of the Chapel organizations we have 220 military installations. We all fall under the...
Now, can I just ask you, you mentioned one of the forts. Was it Fort Bliss?
Yes.
That's an interesting name.
I know.
Sounds like everybody wants to be in Fort Bliss instead of Rensselaer.
Well, there's a lot of other places we want to go.
I'm sorry to bring that up, but it was
No, but it is, you know what, for me, it was Fort Bliss, because I met my husband. So I just want to say it was Fort Bliss. But having said that, we have 220 military installations across the world, and we fall under the Archdiocese for Military Services with Archbishop Rolio, and we have several other auxiliary bishops that serve those regions. But I love to say this about all of our military installations. We are the only diocese in the entire world where the sun never sets on the Eucharist.
The Archdiocese.
The Archdiocese. You know, where you're the Diocese of Birmingham or other areas, you know, you go to bed, Eucharist, maybe you have perpetual adoration, but we're on watchful duty, right? Our military is in all of the different time zones. So these CWOCs serve our military installations with the Catholics that are there. But I don't just say the Catholics, because we share our chapel with Protestants and other faith denominations, because we are the chapel command. Our chapels don't say St. Mary's. We claim a name, but it's usually Bicentennial Chapel or Main Post Chapel. And so we have the unique privilege, not just in our own faith, to evangelize, but holding open that door for that Protestant walking in.
Yeah, talk about coming together in unity out of the necessity and the need of a space. So that's a beautiful, beautiful thing, but I would imagine that it's not without some changes and sacrifices and so, because you're saying everybody worships in that same chapel. You don't necessarily worship at the same time.
No, we don't worship at the same time. And
so how does that work actually?
So we have a schedule. So it might, like in our case, it'll say 8:30 Catholic Mass, and then immediately at 10 o'clock is our Protestant, and then maybe at 11 is the Contemporary, and then maybe at 3 is the Gospel. Just using that it just kind of branches out where you're using it for the different faith groups. In one location, I was a president for the Catholic Women of the Chapel of Picatinny Arsenal in New Jersey, and we had a very small chapel, and I'll never forget the day they were like, Miss Nash, can we get you to get the keys? Can you take the menorah out for the rabbi? And can you open up the back door for the Muslims to get their prayer rugs? And oh, by the way, the Chinese Bible study is going to use the other activity center. And I remember walking into that chapel like, it's unity and charity, living it out without anyone compromising their faith.
But that's America.
It is America.
That is America, right? But yet of one accord in defending our nation.
It's true.
One accord defending the nation, recognition of the sanctity and dignity of the human person, recognition of free will, and that there is religious freedom without compromising. So nobody's asking to compromise. No. If you believe this is the true expression, you believe this is, but the deal is like, we are, generally speaking, the children of God, and we have to respect one another. That's
I remember when my babies were little babies, so to speak, and we came out of one chapel, and they were talking with their little friends that were Protestant, because we live in the same neighborhoods, right? Pray together, play together, all of it. And this one little boy goes, "What church do you go to?" And my son said, "Oh, Old Forge." And he goes, "Yeah, we're just all Old Forge chapel people." There wasn't even like a church thing. It's we're the chapel people. So Catholic Women of the Chapel.
Yeah.
So that's who we are. And we really, the mission statement is to be the visible presence to serve as Christ. And then we do that through service and leadership and spirituality. But it's super important for our Archbishop to have formed Catholic Women of the Chapel, because you are having conversations with multiple denominations, and it can be very easy to be swayed when the Protestant Women of the Chapel, our sisters do a great job with 135 women that walk in the door in their themes and their tables, and our Catholic Women of the Chapel may have 25 ladies, and we're pulling together all of our stuff, and you can kind of get defeated by numbers. And I've learned as a Catholic Woman of the Chapel, we don't count sheep, we feed sheep. And it's really, as a Catholic Woman of the Chapel and serving our priests, you show up, and most St. Mary's and St. Patrick's, you get a paid staff helping your priests.
Right.
You get who you get. Yes.
Just pause. We look forward to hearing so much more about this. We're going to take a break. There's plenty more to come. Go to facebook.com/Redstone Arsenal Catholics. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Welcome back. We're visiting with Michelle Nash, but before we continue our discussion, we're going to hear from Catherine Hadro, who is the host of EWTN Pro-Life Weekly. Now, Catherine, we know you've been tracking on an important abortion case in Vermont. What should we know?
Hi, Jim and Joy. That's right. We've reported about how the Department of Health and Human Services has issued a notice of violation to the University of Vermont Medical Center after a Catholic nurse was allegedly forced to participate in an abortion against her conscience. This week, we will be joined by a senior HHS official to hear the latest on this case and what steps the administration is taking to protect conscience rights. This brings me to my weekly call to action reminder each and every week. If you go to prolifeweekly.com, you can take a pro-life action to make a difference. We'll tell you what you need to do. Just go to prolifeweekly.com. Also, in this week's show, we introduce you to a group called Life Perspectives, which gives a voice and healing to women and men touched by miscarriage. Many are silently suffering from the pains of miscarriage, and we want to make sure to share these resources and hope with as many people as possible. Be sure to tune in. You can catch all of this and more on EWTN Pro-Life Weekly Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern and again on Sunday at 10 a.m. I hope to see you all there, but for now, back to you at home.
Thank you, beautiful Catherine. Well, we're having a wonderful show with Michelle. Now, if I just joined, I just got married, and I have to leave father, mother, sister, brother. I'm going to another state. Let's say I'm still in the United States, but I'm in another state. You moved how many times? 16 to 19 times in 25 years?
Yes.
Do you see the sacrifice?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, she
that's
does.
unbelievable.
Yes.
And sometimes in the civilian world, we just don't get that.
Right.
So a young bride comes in,
Yes.
and she's trying to find her way.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And she wants to go to church because Jesus is going to be the constant in this storm that
Right.
she's now going through. How does she plug into you all?
So the first thing, well, I say this all the time, I think a lot of our churches, and being in the South now, Chick-fil-A does a better job in hospitality than some of our churches.
Right.
So we realize, especially when these women are coming in, there is a sense of belonging they're searching for. So to really pay attention, really, really pay attention to those women that are coming in, the first thing you want to do is invite them. And who's able to come to a Catholic Women of the Chapel meeting? Anyone that's military affiliated, that's a woman sitting in that pew. The beautiful thing is, you just mentioned we have these young women that are just either getting married or they're active duty themselves, but we also have our spouses that have been there for a while, but we have our retirees, our retirees that have grown up in this community and they feel a belonging, and we have our foreign-born widows. That's who makes up our CWC. So this young bride comes in and we want her to plug in, first of all, of meeting her right where she's at. So the Catholic Women of the Chapel offers Bible studies, First Friday programs, ladies' nights out, if you will, you know, things that we're trying to get them to plug in. Now, let's say I've been part of CWC for maybe 6 or 7 years and I've had a great experience and I really love doing it. This is what it now will look like. When my husband gets his orders and now I'm headed to Redstone Arsenal, I'm going to sit down and go, where's the Catholic Women of the Chapel group?
Right.
Who gets me?
Right.
Because they are my life source. In the military, it's the chain of command. CWC is the chain of concern. So that's what we want. Get them plugged in so that they have their own resuscitation, their air mass.
Yeah.
You mentioned these women who are now widows.
Yes.
And I would think that they would be going to a church someplace else, a different parish. Why are they still in your community?
It is the connection. You know, you think about what they've lost and who they've lost, and to be a part of something so precious, to still cling to that belonging, and to also that it's an honor for them. It means everything to them. I feel like they're the tightest two women. You know what? They're not there to take over things. They just want to be included. They want to be a part of, to tell their story.
Speak to us about the women who are in active duty.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just trying to figure this out. If they're in active duty, what is the ministry of the Catholic Women of the Chapel when this person is away? I guess you might have single women that are in active duty, then you got married, their husbands and families. How does that?
That's our struggle, Jim and Joy, to be honest with you. That is our struggle, because our Catholic Women of the Chapel groups tend to be very heavy with married moms or retirees and those foreign-born widows. So getting the active duty soldier who comes in and she's maybe 18 to 24 and she shows up and she's not in that phase of life, what are we offering her? And that's what we really work hard to do. Okay, so maybe we have to do some, like, where we order food in, and we're going to do a lunch and learn, because they have lunch from 11:30 to 1. We do mass at 12 o'clock. Get them in so that we can feed them, you know, with food and feed their souls. So it's a bit challenging, and I don't think that any Catholic Women of the Chapel group has it right, but we are a place for them. Where we hope they get plugged in is in the parish life, serving the priest.
Yeah. Speak to us about serving the priest or the priest. We all know that we have a clergy shortage. So are these full-time chaplains that are there, or how does this work? Who are the priests that are there?
So many of our military installations have active duty priests, and we are so fortunate, but let's be honest, really why we have active duty priests are to go be with our soldiers. So the families sometimes lack that pastoral care, but this is where diocesan relationships and Catholic Women of the Chapels should really have a good relationship outside the gates, because you can get your diocesan priest to be contracted, because the commands where you live have a duty and an obligation to meet your religious demands. So they support that. So serving our priests, it's really funny because we like to use the word discernment a lot, meaning anything you do, you shouldn't be a volunteer, you should be called. That's a disciple. But you don't have that in some chapels. A priest just looks at you and goes, I need you. You're going to do it. And if we're CWC ladies saying our mission statement is to be the visible presence of Christ, to say yes to our priest, you say yes to your priest. And it can be very challenging. And I think of a story that this is a funny story, and it's one that I'll never forget, nor my husband. We had just landed in Heidelberg, Germany. My kids are jet lagged. I was like, keep the kids up. We went to this little park, but right by the park on Patrick Henry Village in Heidelberg, Germany, was a little chapel. I said, I'm going to go in and get all of the chapel things. Well, 45 minutes later, I came back out because daily mass was going on. So I took a seat, and all of a sudden I look at the priest, who I knew at Picatinny because it was up at West Point, and after mass he goes, Michelle Nash, you, come. I walked out of there, and my husband goes, what took so long? And I said, Father Jerry was in there, and I'm the new president of the CWC of Heidelberg. And literally my husband went, you went in to get scheduled. I said, I know, but I don't even know what I'm going to to do? But I couldn't say no to Father Jerry because he knew me, and he knew that I was going to say yes.
Yes.
And I think that's what they're looking for. One wonderful, wonderful chaplain that got to serve us as Catholic women said, when you go into your chapel, just ask your priest, what do you need?
Right. And all of us, in whatever condition, state in life we find ourselves in, you know, we always want to be on the receiving end.
Yes.
And sometimes our healing, our belonging, our fitting in is in serving and doing and giving, right?
It's true.
And it's like, Lord, really, do I have to lose my life? Like nothing comes my way? No, nothing comes your way. Just keep giving and giving.
Military women, in my experience, are the most giving. I call them go-givers. They are generous. I mean, you think about this, they're already sacrificing, yet somebody else will come in and there's a need and they make it happen.
Yeah.
They make it happen. It's such a wonderful thing to witness.
Yeah, we had a dear friend in our parish, and if there was anything you wanted done, you would know you were going to go to that military girl, because she was going to get it done in a second flat.
And be happy to do it.
Yes.
Be happy to do it.
And what a servant's heart.
That's right.
And so so you want to bring the other women into that to say, this is who we are. Yes, we have needs. God, eventually, he does go around meeting all of our needs, but it's not about us anyway. No. It's all about serving him.
That's the whole point, right? It's to create an environment where women, I mean, let's be honest, we can have a lot to complain about when we come to our CWC meetings. And I think for a lot of us as being military spouses, or even in the military, it's easy to commiserate. Misery loves to commiserate with each other and go down that rabbit hole. The key that we're there to do is to give the best news that God had to say, right? Is like, go and make disciples of all nations. You know, I've already done everything right. You just need to follow me. We have to encourage them that they're in this spiritual warfare. We really are in the army of God. Literally, we are.
I'm wondering, not to commiserate with misery, but what are some of the key issues that these women deal with? I know some
marriages. And I can say that because in serving our priests, I ask the priests, when you take the responsibility of working in your Catholic Women of the Chapel group, one of the things you want to do is make sure that information that your spouses, your group is needing is relevant. And when I ask priests, could you help me figure that out? They'll always say, make sure there's vices and virtues, make sure there's marriage content. They've said, several priests have said, what is paying the consequence right now in our military are the marriages and the families.
Yes.
So the remedy in that is to bring them close to the cross, right? And to allow another thing that we offer is, in our world today, there's so much judgment on women. Do I work? Do I stay at home? Right? Do I have one child? Do I have 10 children? The CWC is a safe place where women are coming to not be judged, but where they can truly grow into their feminine genius. Really.
Powerful. Beautiful.
And to be encouraged all along the way.
All the time.
You know, and that, you know, it is a great sacrifice. And you think about that, what you give up and how you have to share and how you have to come to the end of yourself. And it really is, when you lose your life, you will find your life and you will find your true authentic self. But it is in dying to ourselves.
That's right.
And whether we're in full garb of military, where we're the military spouse suffering on the sideline, and so are our children. And what a great sacrifice that is.
And you know, it is so easy for our military families to move somewhere and go outside the gates to these local parishes where everything is being given to them. But I beg and I ask people to stay behind the gates. It is such a blessing to be able to serve in such a way where you have to close up your Stations of the Cross and turn your crucifix around because the Protestants are coming in, and close up Our Lady of the Closet. But you're serving in a way that you could never be serving again, that once you experience that serving, you never want to fall flat in it again.
Beautiful.
It's a great, great experience and encounter with our Lord.
Well, thank you. You're a wonderful spokesperson for this great movement. Thank you. And we'll continue this on Friday, hear more about what's going on in the concern for the women in the military, active and spouses, and what's being done. You can go to facebook.com/Redstone Arsenal Catholics. Joe, why don't you do the EWTN?
Okay. Well, don't forget that this Saturday, September 21st, the EWTN Family Celebration is going to be in Denver, Colorado. Now, this great free family activity will feature great speakers, confession, adoration, and mass with Bishop Jorge Rodriguez, and who is the auxiliary bishop of Denver, Colorado. Go to EWTN.com/family celebration for more information. You don't want to miss it. If you're near the area, show up. It's going to be a great time.
And let's pray for our military families, and let's pray for wars to cease and peace in this world. God bless you and all of your loved ones. Keep it on EWTN. You're an important part of this family. You're always at home with Jim and with Joy. Bye now.